Hello everyone, welcome back in the second video of this series. Now we will see how to create a Spring Boot application, and we will use this application as part of our series to understand how we use Docker as part of test running our test cases. So let us get started. So to save the time, what I have done, I have created a simple Spring Boot app called user app. So I'll walk you through this app, what it does, what all classes we have, what are the different endpoints we have. We will try to run this application, and we will see different ways of running this application also. So let us get started. So the first thing, this is a Maven uh, project with this, and we have developed a Spring Boot app. I have taken example of an user app. So we have src main Java. Here I have added certain classes. So if you see here, there is something called controller package, where I have added a health check controller class. So basically this class, I have defined a method called get app health. So this method, what it does, check application health. It basically checks whether our application is up and running. So before running any API test, we should ensure that our application is up and running. Then only we should run our other test cases. So for that purpose, I have added a simple class where we are checking the health. So basically this is the base mapping which I have added, saying API users health, and this is the particular get mapping for that. So whenever user hit this URL, right, so it will return this message to that user. So I have an API is also in the Postman. So let's understand. So this is the API which I'm talking about. So API users health is what I have defined at the top, and after that get app health we have, right. So this is the part. So this is the thing. If we pass this get app health, it will call this method and it will return this value. So right now if we run this, right, if we hit this API, we will not get anything. It says connection refused because our server is not up and running. Now let's understand other APIs also. There is something called user controller. So where I have defined certain APIs which cover all CRUD operations. So what I have done, I have not used actual database. I have used a list here, and with the help of this list only, I have created different methods, different HTTP methods like get, put, post, delete, right. So let's understand each of them, and after that we'll proceed further. So this method get all users, what it does, whatever users we created and are there in this list, right, it will return. So basically get all users is this API, get all users. API slash users is the base endpoint, and this is the main endpoint, get all users. You can see here API slash users is the base, and it is applicable for all the APIs. And get all users returns what all users we have at that point of time. Now if we see this get user slash id, so this is get user, particular user. So if I pass the id, right, it should return me the that particular user details. Okay. Another thing is we have to create a new user. So I'm getting the user data, and I'm creating a new user. So that data will pass as a JSON. Whenever it is successfully created, it will return user created successfully. And other APIs delete user, based on the ID whichever we pass, it deletes that particular user. And this is the main class which we use for running our application. Basically we use here two ways to run the application. We will see that as well. So there is something called application.properties file. If you want to define something, you can define like database properties or a port mapping, you can do here. So right now we don't have anything. And we have form.xml, we have added different dependencies. So basically we have certain dependencies. One is Spring Boot Starter Web. Whenever we create an application, this will be added, and another is Spring Boot Starter Test. And as we are not using any DB, so we have not added that. Whenever we connect this with DB, right, we will use that. We will add that dependency also, and we'll use. So if we see, there are some other files also in this. So for now, just ignore that. So what we will do, right, we will try to run this application and we will see how it works. So we'll see the first way how we will do that. First, we have to create a configuration. I'll go here, click on edit. So I have created a user app configuration. It's a simple Java app, and we have to give our main file, uh, REST APIs application. So basically, we have to give wherever the main method is there, right, that file we have to give. So if we give here, if we go here, we have the main method here, so that particular file we have to provide here. And that's it. If you click on OK and if you click on run, right, our application will be up and running. So let's get started. So we have triggered, and it is up and running. You can say started REST APIs application, whatever main class we have provided, and it says it uses Tomcat inbuilt. So it uses Tomcat server to host this API, and it says Tomcat started on port 8080. Okay, so let us see our APIs which we have. Okay, the first one is get app health. So it says started on 8080, so we have given 8080 and localhost we have, and this is the endpoint which we have defined in our controllers. So if I hit this send button, right, it should not give give me this error. It should give uh, that message whichever we have defined. Let's click on send. So we have got the response saying congratulations, this application is up and running. Okay, now this API is up and running. Now let's create a new user. Create user we have, and we are passing this payload. So what I will do, I will change the user ID to some value. Okay, and I'll change the name also, right. Let's click on send. Okay, it says user created successfully. Now we will check whether it successfully created the user, whether it really got created or it's just saying displaying that message. Let's verify that. So this is the API which we'll use. We'll not pass anything, we'll just list what all users we have. Click on send. Got it. See, whatever we have given, Amir 1 1 2 3 1 3, right. Let's see, get specific user. So we'll pass 1 2 3 1 3. So it should give us whatever user we have created. See, it gave that user. Let's pass some other value. So it should not return this. Okay, it didn't return anything. It returned empty response. So whatever we have created, that particular user only it will give. Now let's delete and see whether it gets deleted or not. So what is the ID? 1 2 3 1 3. If I click on send, it says user deleted successfully. Now let's try to get all users. We should not get anything now. See, we did not get anything. Get specific user, we did not get anything. Again we'll create a new user. User created. Now we will get. See, get specific user, we'll get. So this is the way how application works, whatever we have defined. We will see another way, and going forward for all of our videos we'll use these APIs only, and on these APIs only we'll write our automation test cases. So now let us stop this and see how we can run it in other way. What we can do, right, this second way which I am showing is the way which we are going forward. We'll use this for after dockerizing also. So what we will do, we will create a jar file of this Spring Boot app. For that I'll just go here, I'll click on install. So whenever I click on install, right, it will start building our application. Clean, it will compile, it will clean, it will run any unit test we have, and finally it will give the jar file for us. So it says build success. Now if you see right, jar file has been copied. Okay, let's go to our application. Let's refresh. I would say reload from disk. Now if you see here, there is something called target folder and you have something called snapshot.jar file. So how to run this? What I'll do, I'll just create a new terminal. So right now we don't have our APIs up and running. If you click on send, it says connection refused. Click on send, it says connection refused. So let's run this jar file and see how it works. So for that, what we will do, I'll say java space hyphen jar, and where is our jar file? It is inside the target. So I'll say target slash jar file name. Okay, if you click on run, right, it will start, it will run that jar file. See here, you can see some color in the terminal. It means we have started from the terminal using the jar file. So it says the same thing. It uses Tomcat server internally, and it says it started on port 8080. Now let us go here. Now let us click on get app health. See, now we got this message, congratulations, this application is up and running. Now create user. So let us create 12 Amir 12 ID. Let us give 5. Okay. See, it says user created successfully. Now if we click on get all users, right, it should give Amir 12 123 15. Get specific user 13 we have, we should not give anything. If I give 15, then it should give me that user. So it give me that user with Amir 12. Delete user 13, we should not do anything. 15, if we delete, right, it says user deleted. Now if you go to this, right, we should not get anything. See, so it means our app is successfully up and running and all the APIs are working fine. So I took this example to show the complete series how we use Docker. So this is the first step which we have done, and I hope you like this video. And I have explained it in very crisp format because I don't want to make the video lengthy, so that before only I have created this application and I have used this in this video. So that's it in this video, and we will meet in the next video with dockerizing this Spring Boot application. Thank you so much.